Then you look at me that way. Your hands hold on the railing as we glide across the bay. With everything uncertain, it's easy to defend.
What?
But we do not
Just
talk
turn video
about
on this.
and you know what?
She said voice.
I don't believe in the power of love.
I said you could almost put it here and you could see it.
That's what I was thinking, right? Just make it the full screen.
What you do? You just unplug something.
If it's just a charger.
I can't go that far.
It's just a charger. Put it back on the charger.
I listen to you breathing. It's steady and slow.
This the charger?
We lie close to the ceiling.
I think
I
so.
think
No,
of
that definitely ain't gonna hurt.
But the quiet
Well, then you can take your computer there.
stirs
Nope.
me.
It's all right. Oh man, it logged out and everything. Yeah, go back.
To feel the joy of the star.
Tom,
Sure.
we having a little technical difficulty.
No. What's the issue?
It logged out.
Okay, let's figure it out. Oh, that will do it. You don't want that. That'll log everything. Let's go, because that's what hooks everything. There. You just all you did was minimize. He's back in.
Oh, cool.
So you want to make sure you can hear him. It's a touch screen too, and so.
Oh, okay. I think I touched it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I touched it.
Okay. See.
Headphones so you can hear it.
So, I'm trying to get him up. We'll get it. He'll hear you, and we'll.
But my stomach is uneasy, and I choose to stay outside.
You want blue?
We'll get. Okay, stay. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get him up there. We're just trying to I keep minimizing the screen. There you go.
Cool.
Talk to him.
When I turn your mic down, pull her mic down. Pull this down. Okay. Same thing. Him too. Everything down. Except so that now he can talk. Because otherwise it's going now he can. Now if he pulls it up, it's going over here. So there you go. There you go. Talk.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Hey.
You hear him?
No, I don't hear anything yet.
Okay. I'm gonna just turn my headset up, and I can help you here.
So don't turn his mic up?
No, don't. You don't have to turn anything up. Just you guys talk in the mic. So
Can you hear us?
okay, you guys. Oh, hit this on. Click. Yeah, that's what you have to turn on. There you go. Now talk.
Can you hear us?
Check. Sound check. Can you hear us?
Steve, can you hear us? Tab is just talking. Put your little dot on, yeah. And his dot on, yeah. Okay. Can you hear us, Drew? Drew is not hearing you. Have Drew sign in and sign back out. Let's see. And we're just double checking here because we tested our audio. Okay, you know what? Because he may have to sign it.
I hear that.
Okay. Talk. Okay, cool. Okay. Drew, can you hear us? No, we would hear him sneeze. Have Drew sign in and sign back in.
Okay, our show's starting.
Good. I'll just hide down here so I'm not in your shot. Try to hang out.
Why can't I hear the radio?
You got to turn off the cues. Take the little things out of it. Yeah. And the buttons, the little buttons, just take them out right now. Okay. We're going to do this on the fly. Okay. You know what?
Is he in the room?
I can just kick him out, and he'll come back and when I do that.
Philadelphia and online at gtownradio.com.
I know you can.
Hello, my name is Meredith Marshall,
He
and I'm
can
a
hear
proud
you.
member
Okay.
of the Manicoke-Lenape Tribal Nation in New Jersey. Today we are broadcasting live from Germantown, which was once known as Midabunga. Along the Delaware and the Schuylkill rivers. This land is more than a place woven deeply into who we are as a people. It carries the stories of our
He's muted now,
their
so
resilience, wisdom, and
but
spirit.
he should be unmuted.
Let us take a moment to honor the truth of this history. The Lenape people have faced immense
I'm gonna kick him
challenges,
out.
displacement, erasure, and loss.
Whoops, we lost him.
Through it all,
No. Whoops, no.
we are still here, not as
Don't
echoes
report.
of
Okay,
the
have him
past,
come back in. I hope he's like.
but as living proof of survival.
Say we had some
Caring
issue.
for our culture, traditions, and stories.
Text them.
Recognizing the fullness of its history, the richness of its presence, and the
I hope I
responsibility.
didn't remove
He
him.
did. He got it.
Okay, so hopefully he can come back in. If he's having issues coming
Yeah,
back.
he just put sure. He
Okay,
hadn't
hopefully
seen it.
he's not blocked out. So,
Celebrating our living cultures and actively working.
Okay, I'm about to go live, y'all.
okay,
Just
just
past and present.
You ready too?
This is an invitation for all of us to walk together on it.
Time. When it's time for him to go on, I have to turn it up.
Hey, everybody. You're listening to Germantown Community Radio, 92.9 FM, WGGT-LP, Philadelphia, and online at gtownradio.com. How y'all doing, everybody? What's going on?
Hey, happy spring, everybody. How are y'all? How is everybody doing today? How are you doing?
I'm great. The weather is perfection. I could take it hotter, but I have absolutely not one complaint.
Okay, cool. So I am your host, Tabitha Spiritual Hawk Sanders. I'd like to welcome our host, Meredith. She seeks knowledge. And we have a great show for everybody today. We're going to be talking to two really good people, right? With out here actively promoting the culture, educating the people, and doing advocacy work, right? And that's what this show is about, right? It's about preparing the next generations by doing the work that they don't have to, so they don't have to do it. But before we get into the show, let's talk about what's going on in the city. Let's talk about some native things that might be on your mind. And I actually want to talk about the show for a second. So before I talk about the show, I know you're like,
You're asking me too many questions at one time. Okay, so number one.
Okay, I'm listening. Oh, you want me to ask it again?
No.
Okay, so what's number one?
So number one, I'm doing fine.
There you go.
I'm also excited for today's show. We have Drew coming on and Micaiah. So Drew is, just a wealth of knowledge for our community.
Mm-hmm.
He does reenactments. He knows the language. He makes all types of things like from scratch, pretty much to
like his regalia. He makes his own regalia.
Not only regalia though, but like pipes and the dyes. He sources the dyes from scratch, and finds the minerals to make the colors. Like he is a traditionalist to the core. So it's going to be interesting, to talk to him and pick his brain about some things. And then we have Micaiah on, who was our first guest. And she's back to speak about the terrible things going up in Wampanoag territory at the Herring Pond Wampanoag tribal grounds. So we'll have her on in a bit. Just we gotta take care of our environment. And it's they're up against they have a big fight ahead of them up there. So
Yep.
I'm happy to have her on.
Yep, and that's when we're happy to have her on too, because we can share what's going on with our brothers and sisters up and down the East Coast, right? As we can start to know our plights and begin to support each other, because as they say, you know what I mean, the more the better, right? And they continuously have kept us divided as an indigenous population, particularly on the East Coast. So it's definitely time for our tribes to know each other, to support each other, and to assist each other where we can. And so before we get into the show, I want to give a big shout out to our folks and our listeners. So I was doing the analytics. You was helping me do some analytics. Just not just Instagram. We're taking a look at everything.
Right.
And we got, I want to say, big up to our viewers. So let me just name some of the spaces we have some of our viewing audience, right?
Which was very surprising.
Yeah. So let's stay local first, right? Just definitely want to say peace up to our Philly listeners, right? Our G-Town listeners and all across the city. Thank y'all very much. We want to go a little bit farther. What was the next one?
Mexico City.
Mexico
has our largest
viewership.
Wow,
that's so I want to give a big shout out to
our indigenous family down in Mexico City.
And you already know I have an affinity for my brothers and sisters, right?
Yes.
I spent some time down there. I got lost. We can talk about that another time, but I got lost one time.
That's a great story for another time.
They had the military and everything looking for me. It was crazy. Also, we'll give a shout out to our folks in Memphis. We got a nice core group of people out in Memphis listening to us, so shout out to y'all. Shout out to our listeners in California, down in Atlanta, down in Maryland, the Virginia area. Big up to our people who's up in New York.
Massachusetts, Rhode Island, all our family up and down the East Coast.
And we can't forget Canada, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, we're thankful. We'd definitely like to support. Thank y'all very much for your support, and thank y'all for supporting community radio. It matters tremendously.
Yes,
right?
It does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
And so what are we doing? You want to go to a music break and then bring our first guest in?
Yeah, let's do that so we can bring him on. We'll have Drew up next.
Okay.
What are we going to play?
Oh, man. You just threw me over here. You got you in the mood for anything?
Did we ever get Breathing Underwater on there yet?
We have not gotten Breathing Underwater.
I feel like it's a conspiracy.
All right, well, how about this? We play one of your favorite tracks from our brother up in New York, the Shinnecock. And
okay.
And,
Ocean on the Star.
Yeah, there you go. And then when we get back, maybe we can find your song too.
All right, we got the Flyest Native coming up.
Hey.
Let's go.
All right, is he having issues getting in? You waiting for him to pop up? He hasn't came back in the room. Your guest hasn't shown back up. So if he's having issues, here's a phone number you can call him. That might be the other issue. And I'm not sure what's happening because Zoom can be. It can be Zoom. Hey. That doesn't work. We're going to use the phone. Go old school on you.
Oh, that's a password?
No, that's not a password.
That's a phone number.
Does he need a password?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I think he's just not being able to get in the room. The other option is have you sent your other guest the link to?
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say I don't want to have to switch your links if I don't have to. Because the other reason, if it doesn't come in this room, close this room out, open another room.
Okay.
But let's just see if he can call in and see if I just have to call that number. I had issues with the Zoom audios, but of course. Call in.
calling in?
I would have them call in
Okay.
using that number.
No. Okay. So this is the phone here.
You're not your phone. He's going to call in on Zoom.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
have him call in on Zoom. We'll just try to get Zoom.
This number right here?
Yeah, 929-205-6009.
929-205.
609. Joy Radio.
I'm gonna play another song while y'all getting y'all stuff together.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm over here today.
It happens.
It happens.
I'm trying to stay out of your shot. I need dressing room. Okay.
And you know, I know how to be a great DJ. You know how to do the best DJ? Just put auto.
Yeah, that's the way you do. You use auto. You figure it all out.
Let's put it in here.
It automatically does.
So just take it here. I'm good. You gotta be over here with
If he's
the.
having problems getting in on the phone, then what we'll do is we'll open a whole brand new room up, and then you'll tell your other guests to call that one instead.
Okay.
That's the plan. But I'm not sure what's. Oops. Why are we not hearing anything? Oh, the wrong song.
I think he's trying.
Okay.
I see that he just read it. So.
Okay.
I'm shaking. I'm shooken. He said he tried to call.
Okay.
929-205.
Say he's not getting into the phone. All right, let's do something. Let me do it.
Open a new room.
Yeah, tell him. Hold on. We'll get you through. We'll try one more time with another room. Okay. So we're just going to cancel this room now. Another Zoom is trying. We're going to end this room call and we're going to start over.
So what we doing here? We're on that side to start talking. I can't play no more music.
I know.
Can we use the piece up? No.
So what you want to talk about? The fire circle?
We can talk about something like that.
Okay, try this. Send you an email.
What people saying on the chat?
Get you back.
What's people saying on the chat? It's a lot. You don't see?
Yeah, just saying it.
Now we're going to get back to where we need to be. Zoom, come on. Get there. It's just not here. It's just a technical day.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah, at least it's not. Yeah, we're going to get it all set and sign it. Come on, account. This one. Which did you send him the email, the new one?
No.
Send him I just sent you an email.
Me?
Yeah, so
Okay.
tell me what the last digit on that email is to make sure I get the right room. I just sent you an updated. No, that's the issues. There's one before that. That was the technical stuff. I sent you a personal one. You should have just got from me. Okay. That's not the way it would say link.
You want your microphone
Sure,
on?
was it? Oh, okay.
There you go.
You want your microphone on?
No.
What's the last numbers on this thing?
Okay. Welcome back, and thank you all for checking out Save Our Ancestors on G-Town Community Radio, 92.9 FM, WGGT-LP Philadelphia, and online at gtownradio.com. While we're dealing with some technical difficulties trying to get our guests in, we're going to try to stay with the theme of today's show and talk about outdoors, talk about traditions, and talk about some of the things that we have coming up. And so for everybody here that's in Philadelphia, we are about to get started with our full moon fire circles. And so we hope that you can join us. And as a matter of fact, we even have some fire circles starting in Atlanta, interesting enough. I know you can't hear She Who Seeks Knowledge right now, but she's smiling while they try to get our guests. And so if you're interested in supporting, definitely reach out to us. Check us out on the Save Our Ancestors Facebook page or Instagram page, and you can learn more about the fire circles. We actually are partnered with the Cobbs Creek Watershed and Cobbs Creek Environmental Center this year. And so we want to give a shout out to them. And so we're going to be doing the fire circles over in the Cobbs Creek section of Philadelphia, which would be in like West Philly. And for the first session, we are going to have one of my good friends come out, and we're going to do some outdoor grounding. So before the fire circle, you can come out about an hour and a half early. It's going to be free for the public. Look on our website for more info, but you'll be able to come out. We're going to do some bare feet grounding, learn some principles, some guidance from one of the practitioners in the city that's known for her grounding work and her handcraft, as a matter of fact, also. And so that will be the first of a series that we put together, where we're going to be incorporating other outdoor activities before we sit down and have our circle during the full moons. And so definitely, if you're interested or if you'd like to support, check our website out, check our Facebook page out at Save Our Ancestors Radio, and you'll be able to find dates, locations, and more ways to support. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at everybody smiling and giving a hurrah.
Yes.
Our guest is in the building. Your mic is live now.
It's live.
Yeah.
Can you turn me up a little bit, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
And how about our guest? Can our guest hear us?
Drew, can you hear us? Yes, he can, but I cannot hear him. Tom, one more thing.
No, he got it. Go ahead, Drew, speak.
Woo! That was perfect.
Your voice is beautiful enough. And so go ahead. Let you, matter of fact, since we got a little tied up, let's give Drew a proper introduction. Let's read the little blurb that we put together for him before we allow him to get his starter for us. Yeah, you want me to do it? Okay, cool. All right. Let me see. On this episode of Save Our Ancestors, Indigenous Radio, where heritage, healing, and truth meets the mic, we sit down with the superstar Drew, cultural ambassador of the Pocomoke Indian Nation to explore Indian Nation to explore how Eastern Indigenous communities are reclaiming ancestral languages, nurturing land-based wisdom, and creating futures rooted in true liberation. And I just want to say, I know this is a community radio, but if anybody has seen any of the flyers or saw the reel that Meredith put together, yo, Drew, it seems like you're doing your thing out here, man. Please share a little bit of yourself with our community, man. I love you. Uh-oh, you still with us? Thanks. Yeah, so share. No problem, man. Share yourself with the community. Share your, first, introduce yourself, your nation, and what would you like for the community to know about you?
Wonderful,
I
wonderful.
love that.
Yes. Drew's regalia is always like impeccable, like down to the stitch. So
And you do a lot of teaching too. So that's I'm all about education, particularly with the youth. And the very first conversation that me and you had, it was all about what you were doing up in New York. I don't know if you remember because it was about a year ago, maybe a little bit more than a year ago. But please share a little bit about your education and what you do with the youth before we get started.
Mhm. Right. I love the fact just that you have that authentic representation of East Coast tribes. Because a lot of people don't even realize the differences because they just kind of see a Plains native represented all the time. So it's wonderful to share the information and show also, the differences in our cultures. Because, a lot of people, I think some people don't know that each tribe or nation is like its own kind of entity. You know what I mean? And a lot of times they kind of just group us all together, not realizing the differences in the cultures just from one tribe that neighbors to the next. Mhm. Right. And Philly too, South Philly. Mhm. Right. 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 And just to give our audience a little background, that is also one of Drew's specialty is language. So y'all are getting the official information here. We have an expert on our show today. So once again, thank you. Did you help with the Nantico with language restoration? Okay. 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 I wasn't sure. Let's see.
There's so much that we could talk about. Let me
I
ask you.
know, I know. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm like all over the place because it's so much that we can talk about that you do. You know what? I'm gonna be a little selfish right now. I want to talk about traditional regalia, some of the pieces that you wear, and maybe some of the different styles that you wear when you're, at different presentations, powwow, or a workshop. What I mean, I know you probably decide on if it's like if they ask you, but like, what is your favorite kind of period pieces that you like to wear? Okay. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Okay. Right. Mhm. Wow. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Right. So I have another question for you. Tell us about some of the traditional minerals and clays that you use to dye some of the fabrics, and maybe even some of the different face paints that you use.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Completely.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Ask me how I know. Mhm. And Drew, I'm gonna pause you real quick because tell our audience what brain tan is because they may not know. Mhm. Absolutely. Mhm. Wow. Hmm. Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna.
What were you saying?
Okay, so I want to just jump in here real quick because it's been quite a few times that we have just glanced over something that I think that we need to talk about, right? Because we talk about ancient things, we talk about things that, using traditional knowledge are, stay for years, right? Hundreds of years, even thousands of years, like with dyes and colors and stuff like that. And we also discussed, Drew had mentioned, he just glanced over the fact that our eastern lands are missing some animals that used to be here.
Right.
And so I just want Drew to just be like, just advocate for, we got dire wolves back now. Maybe,
Ish.
Maybe we could bring some more of our animals. No, I'm just messing with y'all. I just wanted to throw in there that, these things are knowledges, ancient knowledge that you are keeping and that you are sharing with us. We need to be paying attention to not just not just the information, but you're also sharing with us where you're getting this stuff from. So I wanted to say thank you very much, and let us take a quick break. And then when we get back, I want you to share with them how they can. Well, we could talk about the face page for a moment, but definitely how they can get in contact with you, how they can support you, maybe some of the efforts that your tribe is getting involved with. So let's just hit some music, and when we get back, we'll get to all of that stuff. How that sound to you? Okay, cool. So we'll be right back to Save Our Ancestors. Wait. Is Micah coming?
I'm waiting. I just sent that second house.
Okay, because
So
Micah
we
is
can
coming. We can just let him finish up and share the painting and then contact information and stuff like that.
Okay.
Before we start having to show up. Yeah. They said they can hear us, but they can't hear Drew.
Really?
Yeah.
On
YouTube.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Did we plug this thing in?
It's on this. That might be the problem. Hey, Tom.
What?
A few people saying they can hear us, but they can't hear Tom.
Where are they not hearing? They can't hear Tom? Are you pulling his thing up on the laptop? I can hear you over the air. So you're going over the air.
Okay.
So they're not hearing it over this.
They're not hearing
That's because, yeah, so they're not hearing it. You know what?
Because I'm
I'll
plugged
tell you.
into this instead of this.
No, you should be plugged into this here. I'm not sure what's going on. So
They
there's
said they
something
can hear us, but they can't
can't
hear
hear
him.
him. That's weird because you should be hearing him in the mix as well because it's going through the board and that's all going on. You're hearing him in your headsets.
Yeah, we have a
So-
full-on conversation.
I'm not sure what.
Is your volume up on the computer? Maybe would that matter? No.
No,
Yeah,
because they can hear us.
Yeah, they're hearing you, and it's going through because it should. I don't know the answer to that one.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll work on it. Because they heard them last week.
Yeah, it could be.
You know.
I'm not sure what's cutting out on that because it goes through. And if you're hearing him with a headset, that same thing is going into here.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Is everything tight?
Yeah, I mean, it should. Oh, you have one thing plugged in. Yeah, that's it. That you don't have any output. So is it plugged into the right thing? But they're hearing you, right?
Yeah, they
So then if they're hearing you, then they're hearing the same.
yeah.
Unless they're hearing you off this